like to call to order the Committee of the Whole meeting for February 23rd, 2026 at 4:30 p.m. First order of business is disclosure of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof. It can be declared now or any time during the meeting. Seeing none, we'll move on to delegations. We're fortunate to have Easton Zacharias, David Green, Remy Fakis, Levi Baker from the Atikokan Bike Pump Track Committee requesting town support for the partnership in the construction of community bike pump track. Gentlemen, the floor is yours. The mic is off, so when it turns green, remember to speak into the mic so everybody can hear your delegation.
Good afternoon, Mayor Ferguson and members of council. My name is Easton Zacharias, and here with me today are David Green, Levi Baker, and Remy Fakis. While David and I will be speaking today, all of us are part of the Atikokan Bike Park Committee. We're here to ask for your support and partnership in building a bike skills park in Atikokan. This idea came directly from youth. We just want a safe place where we can ride, challenge ourselves, and spend time outdoors together. Remy will be providing you with a proposal package.
The bike park we're proposing would include rollers, banked turns, berms, and optional features for more advanced riders. It would be designed for all skill levels, from beginners to experienced riders. To start, we're proposing a dirt-based track. It's affordable and realistic, and something that can grow over time through fundraising and community support.
Youth in our community need safe places to be active and connected. A bike park would give us somewhere to go instead of being stuck indoors or on phones. But more than that, it would give youth a place that feels like it belongs to us, somewhere we can be outside, be active, and just be kids. Kids in bigger cities have access to parks like this. We think youth in small towns deserve those opportunities too.
Riding builds confidence. You fall, you try again, and you get better. It teaches perseverance, independence, and resilience. It would also make our community safer by giving kids a place designed for riding instead of streets and parking lots that weren't built for bikes.
Our preferred location is the southeast side of Dunbar Heights. It has natural slopes that will help with design and drainage, and it's central and easy for youth to access. Most kids who would use the park would bike there themselves, so accessibility and safety really matter.
If Dunbar Heights isn't possible, we would consider the back end of White Street Ballpark area. It's not quite ideal, but we are open to working with the town and finding the best solution together.
Our volunteer group is committed to helping maintain the park and taking some responsibility for it. We want this to be something that youth take pride in and help care for. We're not asking for heavy involvement, just small supports like occasional access to dirt or gravel, garbage pickup as part of regular maintenance, and possibly a town contact to help guide us.
We've done some early planning, and the estimated size would be about 102 by 22 meters, which fits well within the Dunbar Heights green space. We're inspired by parks like the Kingsman Bike Park in Thunder Bay, projects that started small and became something communities are proud of.
We want it to be clear that we are not asking the town to fully fund this project. We are ready to fundraise, apply for grants, and involve local businesses. We are willing to put in the work. What we need most right now is the chance to begin, starting with support for a location.
We've already seen strong support from students and community members. We've also started collecting signatures, and the response has been very positive. We have over 300 signatures.
Right now, this feels especially important. With the recent closure of the Atikokan Youth Initiatives, youth are losing places to gather and feel connected. A bike skills park won't replace everything, but it could give youth something positive. A place to go, something to build together, and something that reminds us our community believes in us.
At one time, there was a pump track at the Charleston Recreation Area, but it no longer exists. This project is a chance to bring something like that back for a new generation. Last summer, youth even built a temporary pump track themselves using basic tools and gravel. It didn't last, but it showed how much this means to us.
Today, what we're really asking for is your support to explore a location and help us take the first step forward. We love this community, we're proud to grow up here, and we want to help make it even better. A bike park might seem like a small thing, but for kids like us, it would mean a lot. It would mean having somewhere safe to go, something to be proud of, and something that shows youth matter here. We hope you will consider supporting this project and helping us build something positive for the future of our town. And on behalf, David, Levi, and Remy, thank you for listening to Youth Today. Thank you for your time, and we would be happy to answer any questions.
Great job, guys. Council, any questions for those? Yes, Councilor Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor Ferguson. I want to congratulate you on your presentation. That was professionally done.
Thank you.
You've done a very, very good job. Anybody that wouldn't back this should leave town. Just saying. You've done an excellent presentation. I'm 100% behind this. I will help you in any way that I possibly can. And I do believe, I might be speaking out of turn here, but there would be contractors if you three sweeties, I'm calling you because you're way young, approach them that you would get some equipment at, if not free, at a very reasonable rate. And I would be willing to help you with that. But congratulations.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yes, Councilor Stimson.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Ferguson. I'm impressed with you kids coming here and doing this. Your parents should be very proud of you. It's obviously you got some. You did quite a bit of work into this. You have a place where you'd want it. You seems like you got everything, all your ducks in a row. I can't. I got to go along with Councilor Johnson. I can't see anybody who wouldn't want this. People complain constantly about kids riding bikes on the streets. Like, we expect them to ride it if you don't have something else where they can go. It's we need things for kids, either that or we're not going to have any parents coming to Atikokan that have kids. It's a start. It is. There's other things we could do, but I'm full 100% behind it, and awesome job.
Yes, Councilor Johnson.
One further question, if I may, Mayor Ferguson, and it would be to Jason. What would be the legalities of securing a spot, Jason? Would it have to go through properties?
Yeah, so the town currently has different areas designated for parks or sliding and such, so it would be a conversation, obviously, with our insurance provider, but there are ways to appropriate signage and stuff like that, yeah.
Yes, Councilor Martin.
Thank you, Mayor Ferguson. Great job, fellas. Yeah, I'm 100% behind this. Did you, I probably have a couple of questions, if I may. Have you talked to the local residents in that area to see if they would mind having bikes in the area?
No, we have not.
Okay, and so you've considered some other spots. I know there was a bike pump track at the entrance to Charleston. That's probably too far out of town for you. I'm just, there are probably other areas that are close by that would work. And would this need to be fenced, do you think? Maybe that's to Jason.
Again, I think what we can do, and it sounds like there's clear indication here, is the administration will go back and we'll continue the conversations with the committee, and we'll bring forth a report that will answer a lot of those questions.
Okay.
Certainly.
Yeah, well, and, to Councillor Johnson's, there'll be contractors that would help, and we have an abundance of dirt in this town, so I don't see it being a problem. Thank you. Would that be something a retired motocross guy could do, maybe?
And we have Councillor Knowles on video. Yes, Councillor Knowles, go ahead.
Thank you. I just wanted to echo support. Happy to assist in any way possible, but it sounds like there's support from administration to take that on. Anything I think we can do as council to assist them and to assist this group would be greatly appreciated, to seeing how we can move this forward as quickly and reasonably as possible. So again, great job everyone, and happy to support this as well. Thank you.
Great. Anybody else? Yeah, so I'll have the last word. I've had discussions with CEO Young about this, and we were both looking at ways that we could make this happen. And you know, things take a little bit of time, but I think you have the overwhelming support of council and administration, and I think we could work together. I had a few questions, but you answered them in your delegation very well. So I want to thank you for that, and we look forward to working with this group in the future. Okay, thanks everyone.
Oh yeah, how long do you think it would take you guys to get back to us on an answer?
How old are you now?
13.
I'll try and answer that question. Easton, we always say here the big wheels turn slow, but we will do our best to get some information and see if we can't continue the conversation. So we'll be reaching out to you within the next couple of weeks, and we'll have the conversation. Thank you.
What they tell me is when I ask that question, they say as soon as possible. So that's an answer that drives me crazy, but you know, we will work on this, and definitely you guys did a great job. And what I've noticed lately with some delegations is people come not only wanting things, but come with solutions. And you guys did a good job. You have an ask, but you also have solutions on how we can do it. So that was a great presentation, and you guys did a great job. So I know we talked about, when I was running for mayor, we talked about a splash pad. That's what your class, Easton, was asking for. So we're working on that, and now we're working on a bike track as well. So I think your other ask was a subway, so I haven't been able to do that yet, but we're working on that as well. So great job, guys, and appreciate it. So thank you very much. And you're welcome to, Councillor Stimpson.
I can remember you, Mayor Ferguson, saying you always like to have, when someone says, well, we'll do this, we'll get this done, you always wanted a date. And I didn't hear a date.
I told them within 2 weeks that they would hear back.
Within 2 weeks? Yep. Okay. Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. You're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, and you're also welcome to leave as well. I know it's, for some of you, dinner's at 5, so.
Way to go, guys.
Just give them a minute to clear out.
young fella, come here. Future politicians.
That's really nice.
Okay, we'll move on with our agenda, and maybe it's not great for CEO Young that everybody got up and left when it was his turn to present, but next on the agenda is CAO update. CEO Young.
Thank you, Mayor Ferguson. Before you is our monthly updates. We have a couple department heads missing today, but we'll do our best to answer any questions that come up.
Councillor Johnson.
A couple, if I may. Thank you, Mayor
Yes, you
Ferguson.
may.
I'm just a little bit more confusion than anything, Jason. Is the Mercury culvert done with now, or are we still there?
There's ongoing discussions regarding some outstanding matters. The project itself is finished, of course, yeah.
The stair lift at the community center broke down again. Did we get a lemon? Seems like we're. I'm sorry?
It is fixed, yes. So there's some parts that look like they're going to have to be replaced in the future, but currently it's in operation. Whether it's a lemon or not, I mean, we've had it for a handful of years, and obviously we've had some issues with it, but for the most part, it's doing what it's intended to do. So the only other option at this point would be to remove it and install a new one at a significant cost.
There was talk last year about changing the company that works on it. Did we do that?
Yes, so we are in a long-term service contract with that provider, but they have subbed out, if you will, some of the repair work. So we're dealing with a pretty good company right now that completed these repairs under that service agreement.
Okay. The monies at the landfill, is that just for this starting in January, or is it from beginning of job to date?
So that is beginning of job to date, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
And the confused part you said this under those monies, Steep Rock landfill. Have we started there too?
So we're just looking at that would be the not Steep Rock necessarily, but Kalen. So the mine reclamation project.
Properties, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long is that job for? Because I'm interested, because I was talking to a worker there, and they said 8 to 10 years.
I think it is a multi-phase project. We're concentrating on phase 1 right now. We don't have any timelines beyond that.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Councillor, from what I understand, there was either 5 or 6 phases, so this is only phase 1. So there is different areas, and as the water rises in the pits, they take the one that's at the most risk of flooding is the next one. So they may jump around a little bit, but as the water rises, they have to have the reclamation project complete before the water surpasses that level. So that's why it jumps around a little bit. And I think the Kayland area is the most urgent one to do, so that's why they started there. But as the water rises, so it will take a few years to do, but they're committed to getting it done before the water surpasses the contaminated areas.
Thank you.
And the reason it's called the Steep Rock Rehabilitation Project, that's what the MNRF has called this, so that's why it's called that, but it is the Kayland area they're doing right now. Yeah. Anybody else? Yes, Councillor Martin.
Thank you, Mayor Ferguson. I spent a couple weekends at the ski hill, and the volunteers are doing a phenomenal job out there. The hill's great. Just want to remind CEO Young that hopefully we can get that groomer into town. There's a bit of a bit of a leak there that needs to get addressed, a couple other maintenance issues, so. But the hill's great, they're grooming it, and it's awesome. Anybody wants to get out there skiing, there's all kinds of equipment there that you can borrow, and it's a great way to spend a day. That's it.
Councillor Knowles, do you have your hand up?
I did. Just a quick question. It's really nice to see so much happening under community recreation. That's a temporary position that's being filled right now. I'm correct in assuming that, Jason?
Sorry, I missed that.
Could you
Oh.
say that again, Councillor?
It's being filled on a temporary basis, that position, yes. And is it under a contract that needs renewing anytime?
Oh, sorry, yeah, so you're referring to the community services coordinator.
Yes.
That is a 6-month renewable contract, correct?
Yeah. Are we getting close to the end of that 6 months?
Not quite yet, there's still a couple more months.
Okay, great. I'm just happy to see that things are picking up, and I'm sure it's been an asset to helping you take some off the
Absolutely.
plate as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Any other questions on Jason's report? Another great report, Jason. We appreciate the report, and the people of Atokokan appreciate the report as well. The Mackenzie Bridge replacement, this is a start to finish in 2026. This will be completed. The plan is to be completed before the end of 2026.
That is the plan, correct?
Yes, Councillor Martin.
On that note, Mayor Ferguson, do you have an idea when they might mobile? Like, I see LH North in town, they're not doing the bridge yet?
No, I think there's initial discussions are happening yet.
Okay, and are they gonna try and keep one lane? Do you know how that construction's gonna
There'll be
work?
a temporary bridge installed, so
Oh,
traffic
okay.
will be routed through the temporary bridge.
Perfect, thank you.
Yes, Graham.
Yeah, my apologies to council, mayor and council. My report was actually done verbally through Jason. I was away. If you've got any other questions regarding any of my department activities, I'm open to questions.
Great. Oh, yes, Councillor Martin, go ahead.
Thank you, yeah, Graham's sitting here, nobody asked him anything, so how's the expected delivery of your new fire truck, Graham?
The truck is essentially ready. It could be coming here tomorrow if we took it as it sits. But there are some peripheral equipment that we're putting on the outside, a booster line that will recoil, those sort of things that can be added or are going to be added. But at this time, the unit is ready to come, and we're just putting decals on it as we speak.
I guess you don't want to probably drive it till maybe the snow and slush and salt and everything.
I don't want it driven at all in the
Yeah.
salt. I'm not worried about the snow, it's the salt.
Absolutely,
So
yeah,
either have it shipped or wait until the salt comes off the road.
perfect, right on.
Graham, I don't know if it's not really a question, but maybe a suggestion. I've seen other municipalities that got new fire trucks, and part of you probably know more than I do, but part of the celebration or the ribbon cutting or whatever is a group of people push the new fire truck into the bay. I don't know if that's something you know about, but I would like, it's an important thing. We've been waiting for this for a long time, so I would like to see maybe some kind of a celebration or a ribbon cutting or whatever to celebrate this. You know, I just don't want you to come to council next month and say, oh yeah, the fire truck's here, it's been sitting there for a while. So if we could have some sort of a celebration, I think that would be a good thing.
Oh, okay, Mayor Ferguson, I'll do that. I didn't want to tell you it came on Friday, but I've got an idea for when it gets here. I'll
Awesome.
talk to you.
Well, don't spoil the surprise.
I'm not
but
going to
okay.
spoil it.
Great, awesome.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know about pushing it in.
Councillor Stimpson.
Thank you, Mayor Ferguson. On the golf course there, I can remember a while ago when I asked you about the golf carts were all broke down, all our carts, and you said, yeah, we'd be nice if we could get new ones, but they're so darn expensive. Where did we have the money in the reserves for these golf carts, or are we using
So we-
some other funds for it, or?
We use a combination of reserves and monies budgeted this year. To your point, due to the cost of the used equipment, we're probably looking at purchasing 3 this year. We're finishing up on the repair work on our existing carts.
Okay.
We've decided to keep them for 1 more year, so we'll have the 6 plus the 3, so we'll actually have 9 rental carts for this season. And then we will be budgeting next year to get probably 3 or 4 more. So more of a multi-year approach, but yeah, we're just in the process of ordering 3 newer ones, new to us certainly, yeah.
Great, thank you, appreciate that.
And I'd just like to commend administration on that as well. They searched out, they're not new carts, they're new to us carts, but they're 2022.
Yeah, they're in great shape, yeah,
I think our original, the ones we have are 2003, I think the number I heard, so.
at least, yeah.
Basically 20 years newer, so, yeah, and it's great, and it's one of those things where we budget and we purchase this, but it is an opportunity for increased revenue at the golf course, because there's people that can't golf because they don't have a cart to use, or the people that won't golf because they don't have a cart to use. So this will get more people on the course, and it'll bring more revenue to the town through the golf course too. It's great to have that. I know we were in need of it, and it's nice to see that moving forward. And we also are purchasing a new fairway mower, is that correct?
Correct, yes. Yep.
And those are 2 things that we've been pushing for the last few years, so
Yes.
this is a great opportunity for us. Okay, any other questions? Okay, seeing nothing again, great job, Jason, thank you for that. And we'll move on to finance, salary administration for a non-unionized staff policy, and I'll leave that to Brandy.
So this is just an update to the salary admin policy to encompass the minimum wage changes and contract negotiations.
And we discussed this at length before, but does anybody have any questions or comments for administration? Seeing none, yes, Councilor Stimson.
Just have one. I'm looking at the thing for 2026, and we've got all these different grades and all different steps. Is there a time when a person could move up a step and move up 2 grades at the same time? No. No, it's either a grade or a step you get.
So the grades are determined through questionnaires and the system. So you would only change grades if there was a substantial change to the job description.
Oh.
The steps are within the
Yeah.
position.
Okay, thank you. That's my question.
Okay, and we have a resolution for the council meeting afterwards? Yeah. Great, and we'll move on to Public Works, Circular Materials Depot Agreement, and in Tyler's absence, I'll turn that over to Jason.
Yep. So as everyone is aware, there's been some changes in the recycling program. The province has determined Circular Materials will work with the municipalities, and then locally they have contracted that out to GFL. So as we had stated earlier, residents do receive curbside pickup for their recycling. This agreement is for the maintenance of a depot out at the landfill. The depot is set up for residents that do not have curbside pickup, and then there's a fee that we charge to run that depot, but there's a cap on that, and that is, I believe, 11.097 tons. After that limit, there is a cost for us. So that's the offshoot. So we are getting revenue, $2,500 a month to operate the depot until we reach that 11 tons, and then there'll be a cost associated with picking up the recycling. So we're encouraging residents to put their recycling at their curbside versus taking it out to the landfill, because the landfill is for those residents who don't have that service, as well as the industrial, commercial, and institutional recycling.
Yes, Councillor Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor Ferguson. Jason, if we're in a contract with GFL to pick up Atikokan's recycling, why is it that the township is picking up some business recycling?
So we're not in a contract with GFL, so the contract is Circular Materials to GFL. We are not involved in the recycling contract at all. The province, province-wide, has made the determination that Circular Materials is only dealing with residential recycling. That's the same as Toronto, Thunder Bay, Atikokan, everyone. There's significant discussions happening within the province regarding that, in my opinion, oversight. But in the cities, they said that it was determined it was going to be residential. The town has made a decision to continue with pickup for the industrial, commercial, and institutional businesses to effectively reduce the amount of landfill or refuse going into our landfills. So we still believe it's a good program that we want to support, and it's nice that, like I said, we can get a little bit of revenue from operating the depot as well.
I totally agree with you on what you've just said. So the recycle that the township picks up and takes to the depot, if we turn this over to the company, the only thing that's going to cost us then is the actual picking up of the recycle business.
Yeah, so currently we have not had negotiations with GFL regarding what cost there would be for that service. But it's one we can look at in the future. So right now we've been able to handle it in-house.
Yeah.
But if we needed to, you're right, then that might be an option.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments on that? Yeah, I'd just like to point out that, yeah, the GFL picks up residential. So the town, I wouldn't say out of the goodness of their heart, but has made a conscious decision to pick up that recycling as well. So I just hope people have some patience, because it isn't really in our mandate to do that, but it is something that the town is doing because we think it's the right thing to do. And so just want people to have some patience if their recycling truck drives by and doesn't get picked up and they're wondering why the town wasn't there right behind them. We're committed to picking that up. It just might not be when people want it picked up specifically. So, yeah, and through our Roma AMO conversations, and you might hear it at NOMA, is a lot of municipalities are pushing the province to pick up all recycle, but the province has made the decision not to pick up industrial, commercial, institutional recycle. So it's not, sometimes GFL will pick it up, sometimes they won't. One of the issues we have is when you got three houses and then a store, they'll pick up the three houses and they'll drive past the material that's from the store. So that's something that all the municipalities and Roma and AMO are petitioning the province to change their policy on that. Oh, yes.
I'm just wondering, when we pick it up, it's still got to be in the same condition as for GFL, like boxes are all baled and that. Because there was a slam for the town on Facebook about a business that they never got their recycle picked up, and one of the workers was complaining on Facebook. And I looked at the picture, and it just a whole bunch of boxes and everything thrown in the, up against the wall, and there was snow piled on it. And you know, when I went to that place just to have a look, there was two people sitting on one person sitting on a pile of salt bags. Another one was standing there doing nothing, and another guy was in the back doing stuff. And I said, well, why don't you just go and clean it up? Oh, that's their job. You know, no, it's not. They should know that, but I don't know, and I think it's still there. I'm not sure, but.
Yeah, the same rules apply. Yep, absolutely.
Great. Seeing nothing else, we will move on to community services. after-school program grant agreement. Julia and Jason, or
This-
Brandy?
So this is our, normally we have an annual transfer payment agreement for our after-school program, but they've switched it to a 3-year program now, so this will run to 2028.
Okay, thank you, and so you'll be looking for council to...
There'll be a bylaw at the next meeting, I
A
believe.
bylaw? Okay.
Yep.
And no increase, that's the same fee?
It's the same fee we've had for the last year or two, but has increased from a few years ago. So 27,000 something.
675. Great. Any questions, comments on that? I think it's a very worthwhile program, and we're lucky to have that in our schools. A lot of parents don't have the ability to be at home for their children after school, and this gives the kids a place to go and a safe place to go and do activities. So,
It's still, there's still great attendance, yeah.
okay, so that comes to the end of our meeting. We will adjourn this meeting at 5:06, and we will take a 5-minute break, and we will come back and start again at 5:11. Thank you. 5:11.